Okay. Well said. Yes. Okay. Good morning. Uh, good morning. Thank you for coming here today. And it's a beautiful, beautiful autumn day. Tomorrow it will be 1 year exactly since we did the first session here at Nirodha. So thank you so much. Well, and be it November, the month of saying thanks and giving thanks, I just want to take this opportunity, first of all, for the people who are not here and the people who are seeing us online. I would like to express my thanks to all of you online who are not here and all of you who are here today. And I just want to mention two of the physicians who are not here, who came up with that idea and encouraged me to go forward with this vision with the Nirodha Center. And that is Dr. David, Dr. Pamela Weissman and Dr. David. I'm not very good with name. Anyway, so, and also I would like to say thanks to the very first teacher of mine, monk Thitungji, who taught me, taught Lakrisha, Amy, and Jasmara the technique so that we can spread the skills and the experience to help other people. I also would like to thank all the volunteers who helped me to get this going, and without all of your effort and time and help, this would not be fruitful. It won't even start. And I really appreciate all of you for supporting my vision and seeing what I want to do, and always you have been always there for me. So thank you very much. And Nirodha won't be a success if we don't have people attending and see the same vision. I want to just summarize what we have done in the past year. Like I said to Amy, so in our center, with the founder coming together and Amy being on board as the board member as well, we have a vision, and Amy and I had talked, and we said, we're going to change life one at a time. We don't have to change life in the mass media kind of thing because we don't have it. But if we can change life one at a time, and it would be a ripple. If I help you, you have another, you have another, it will spread. And we want to use this technique of mindfulness meditation to help people in their lives, not only in the spiritual realm, but also we think about it as a way of healing the body, the physical body, and the mental health as well. And I think we have achieved some of that. If we look to the right there, Sean is our I call it star patient, let's say. If I tell Sean's story to all of my patients now because he is like a miracle healing. And I say that Because if we don't know the science, we would say it is the miracle healing. Just over a year ago, in March 2022, Sean was my patient with the worst prognosis. Worst prognosis in all of my practice, because not many people get lung involvement due to autoimmune disease. And when you have lung involvement, all the vital organs like the lung, the heart, the brain, the kidneys, life is threatened. Prognosis is very poor. So I said to Sean that I don't have any other option left. But I read research from Harvard and Stanford medical school that said that this technique is a medical tool. So I asked Sean, would you like to learn the technique? Sean didn't know how, right? So I said, and he said, yes. Because I said to Sean, this is your last resort. Sean was on 3 medications, had tried 5, and nothing really stopped the diseases from getting worse. Sean doesn't mind me telling this because he wants his story to be told so people can follow his footsteps to healing. But so I said to Sean, I don't have any other option, and his diseases were rapidly progressive, rapidly. Okay, so, and both lungs were affected, and not just a little bit at the bases. It's both mid lungs and lower lungs. So I said, these are what the research showed. It shows that if you do this, inflammation will go down and chronic pain will go down. And that's the 2 major things that Sean had, right, Sean? Yeah, pain all over, pain all over. So he got into the class and learned with monk Thich with us. And he took it to heart because that was like his last resort. Like, if there is nothing else, this lung disease that is getting progressively, rapidly worse would really shorten his life. But he came in and he took it to heart and he focused and he focused and he focused. And the people who come here would realize that how focused he is. Because in the practice session, we all can hear him with the air moving in and out of his nose. But we now have many thousand research studies that show why it works. So if you believe in the research and you practice, it will change your life. And it will change your life if you put in the time to practice it. Okay. And I think Amy and Josh Mara and Rebecca and Dana and Diane, all of my patients who have put in the time, and Carla put in the time, I think you can confirm that it does change your life and your health. So this is why we want to spread it. We want to spread the words. We want to encourage people that they can change it with this simple technique of, just mindfulness practice using your breath work. Okay, both. So breath work and mind work are both needed for healing. And trust the research. Have belief in yourself. Be resilient and be determined. You will get the benefits. And you don't have to be like Sean to get the benefits. Even when you are good health, you're in good health, you can still get more benefit from this practice. I'm happy to say that today Sean is off all meds, and and his March of 2022 was when he started the lesson, at which time he was on strong narcotic for his pain, because his pain was from neck to toe. He couldn't sit cross-legged like that. A year ago, more than a year ago, he couldn't do that. But and he was on 3 medications from me that couldn't even stop the disease from getting worse. Today he's off all 4, but we have proof. We have chest CT to prove that the abnormality in his mid-lungs are no longer there. He still has a few at the bases, which I think is scarring that we cannot reverse. But the inflammatory disease activity test that was in the high disease activity last year in May or the year before, now it is down to the low. So low disease activity range in the blood test at the time he's not on medication. So believe in it and practice. The more you put into practice, the better it will be. The more benefit it will come. So again, and I think, if I have more time, I can tell the story of Amy, of Josmara, of Rebecca, of Carla, and Diane, and Dana. So we are able to not have to use strong medications that have side effects. So without this technique, in the past, I have had to put patients on biologic therapy, immunosuppressive therapy very rapidly within the first 6 months, a year. With this technique, no. People, maybe 1 or 2, or they even go off medication, just like Sean. So please join us in this mission. Practice, be the great example so that you can show other people that they can be like you, in good health mentally and physically. So also at Nirodha, we do want to extend our help to help other people, and with the generosity of all the people who have helped us with the time and with money, we have been able to help patients who could not afford tests. So I have to say that with the help, especially from Amy's donation, we have helped 10 patients getting tests. With these tests that we did for them, it changed their lives. It literally changed their lives. One of my patients who I can remember the last time, the visit that I used the money Amy donated to order her test for her, she was considering ending her life. Okay. She has been my patient for more than 10 years, since 2009. Could not get off prednisone. Could not. And the side effects of prednisone was plenty. The disease kept getting worse and worse and worse because we tried to use medication to suppress symptoms and not finding the root cause. Now with these tests, I'm now able to find the root causes. And I'm glad to say that she came in the last time in a better spirits, and her disease activity is going down. She's able to go down on prednisone. And she's just one of my very, very sick patients that, with the help of all of you and with Amy's help, she is on the path of healing. We have two other that I can give example of. One patient is the same as the other patient, has been a patient of mine since 2009 or so, could not get off prednisone. And when we did the test and applied the treatment, she is now off medication, well, going down on prednisone, almost off within a few months, less than, more than 10 years, I could not get her off prednisone and other drugs. Now with the test, this patient is almost off prednisone in about 6 months' time. But it changed her life. It took her the toll on her health. But when I see these, it's the force to help me to go on and do this. And I really appreciate all of your help. If you can, make donation to help other patients. There are patients who are on Medicaid, could not pay. If you can save one life, help one life, please do. They would really, really appreciate that. So thank you, Amy. Yeah. But not only that, Jasmara also has started to help with her free time, no charge for these sessions. She has been teaching kids, babies, 2, 3 years old, yeah, and adults, not here, but in Sheridan. So we are trying to spread our wings to help. So if you can, donate your time and learn and teach and teach and teach. We are going to make impacts in other people's life. You saving one life in your whole life is really a lot, right? Imagine that you only need to help one life, and that one life help another life. Your impact is going to spread. And Lakrisha also has been helping, coaching lots of people, changing their life for the better. And I think with each year go by, we will have more and more stories. We can write a book even, if we have somebody who can write. So now I'm going to pass the microphone to Amy and Jasmara and Lakrisha, and then Jasmara will lead us.
Supposed to say something? I am not prepared.
It's all from the heart. I didn't prepare. That's why I forget Dr. David last name.
That's okay. I'm going to get really sappy then. Thank you for changing my life and giving me hope of getting better. It's been a lot of decades that I've just been dealing with this, thinking there was no way out of it. So I appreciate you going out on a limb and trying something different, and that's why I love supporting this so much. And it's not just me, it's our whole company. Rachel, people take less bonuses at the end of the year to help out these patients, and that is incredible. Everybody is so willing to help because they've seen what it's done for me, I'm going on a vacation in a few days for the first time in about 5 years. So I'll have the strength to do it. So I'm just gonna cry. I'm gonna give this to you.
Well, I'm also gonna cry because I am already. It's been a journey. It's been something truthfully special, I would say. I remember that first time I got into Dr. Kent's office and we were talking, and I was wearing my prayer necklace, which Sean wears now. And we were talking, and she said to me, well, just Mara, okay, so I don't have to give you a lot of information on nutrition because you're doing what you need to do, what you do to manage your stress. And I remember telling her, well, I teach mindful movement, which is like yoga and this, and I have done this and that, and I also meditate. And she looks at me and she's like, oh, really? And I believe at that time she was starting with monk, and all of a sudden our conversation ended up her telling me, I want to propose you something. And I was like, oh my God, I just met this woman. This is my doctor. What is she going to tell me? I was like, oops. Because, well, being the daughter of a pharmacist make you skeptical in all sense of the word when it comes to medications. And since the very beginning of my diagnosis in 2017, I have been like avoiding medicines, at least trying to dodge them. Well, without being lucky, because there's always something. I cannot use prednisone, for example, because it puts me to sleep. That's not what it does to people, what it's supposed to do, but that's what it does to me. You see, I'm something. Well, I'm something. I'm prednisone. I'm like, so it was a tough, it was tough, very tough at the beginning. And the fact that I was already, you know, walking that path of healing, and I had certified myself not only as a Reiki master teacher, but also as an energy healing in different energy healing modalities and herbalism as well, because I was searching and looking into everything I could possibly learn to keep helping myself, because I have 4 daughters and a 9-year-old that, even though the older ones are young adults now, 21 and 18, 16, they all need me. And I needed to do all that was in my power, literally, for me to feel better, to get better, and to be able to see them thrive and grow and flow along with their lives and do their things. And I know Amy told me a couple of weeks ago, she was like, I don't know how you do it with your kids. We were chatting on text, and I was like, well, I feel like they have been definitely my biggest motivation, because if not, I wouldn't be able to push myself to get the things that I get done. And then when I started taking the mindfulness, the Vipassana meditation classes last year, like, it was something weird, because it was like a lot of things started clicking, in my brain, within me. And when they offered me to do the program, I was like, I'm ready. I'm just doing this. And right now I send them all, I submit the papers for the certification. They're waiting on my meditation log to be finished. I still have to put their 19 hours of meditation, but I'm done. I'm almost there. Yes, I'm almost there. And I just really enjoy my Wednesdays with the kids. This past week, I was able to have those kids lying down, just focusing on their bellies, breathing for almost 3 minutes, counted. Yes, and these are 2, 3, 4, and 5-year-old kids. And that for me was not only rewarding, but it gives me more faith and more hope that the younger you teach them, the better they will learn how to regulate their emotions, how to work with themselves, how to accept what it is in life and be grateful for it without being judgmental with themselves, And I see this little one saying, going like this, because she knows that's what she does, right? Well, I'm just really grateful to be part of this. And when Dr. Chen mentioned the project at the beginning, we had a lot of meetings together over Zoom. We talked. The meetings ended up becoming like longer, because we ended up chatting a lot, I guess. But it was fun. And yes, and we were leading meditation session while you were well, we were learning as well. So it was a lot. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of effort. It was a lot of unlearning and learning, and a lot of practice. And mindfulness is a lifestyle. It's not only, a tool that you have and that you can use to be in the present moment and to accept what it is and be able to keep moving forward. Mindfulness is a lifestyle. It's not only a band-aid, you put for a little bit for a zen moment, just a tiny bit, and just let me patch it and have this zen moment, and then all of a sudden everything is like chaotic around you or within you. No, it's a lifestyle. And the more you practice, the more you can incorporate it to your daily life and to your days. And I assure you, the better and the easier your days will be. And you will find so much ease and healing that you will be amazed with yourself. So thank you. Thank you to everyone that watches us on YouTube. And to Dr. Tran and Amy for all the fabulous things you're doing, for, of course, all you have done for me. Because there's a lot. There's a lot there. Yeah, so I'm going to pass this to Lucretia. Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lucretia Newbill, and I'm going to keep this short because I know everybody's ready to get into the meditation. So I'm very thankful to be here to be a volunteer instructor. I've been meditating for quite some time now, a few years, but meditation to me never meant what it does now. So meditation before was like 5 to 10 minutes, here and there. And then I had the opportunity to do the training with Dr. Tran and with the monk. And I remember the first time that we meditated for like 45 or 50 minutes. And it was like, oh, okay. Well, that went by really quick, right? Yeah. And, before, to think like 45 or 50 minutes is like a chore. Like I have to take out all this time out of my day and sit here and just be still. And yeah, how yeah, until you get through it and you're like, okay, that really was 45 or 50 minutes. And so doing that, it just opened my eyes to how that can really change your life. And I just want to say, thank you to Dr. Trent for really just believing in me. And I remember sitting in that room when we were talking about starting the center, and it was like, okay, we're women coming together to talk about how we're going to start the center. And she's like, I want you to be an instructor. And I'm like, well, okay, right? It's like you're not going to say no to this awesome opportunity to be able to help people to move forward in their lives. And so not only being here, but also using it in my coaching practice with my clients, being a success coach, helping them with their confidence, helping them to empower the women, helping them to be successful. And I mostly work with introverted women, but also some that are extroverted, and they've seen tremendous changes in their lives. And being able to incorporate what we're learning in meditation and mindfulness into the coaching practice has tremendously helped them. And I know, they're like, I didn't ever think that breathing was going to help me like this. Like, I didn't realize that that was going to help me, really be open to my thoughts and really tap into what I have going on in here. Right? There's just so many things, so many opportunities that we have in mindfulness and meditation that we really just need to tap into. And so I'm just very appreciative to be here, sitting here with you all, and to see how lives are changing on a continual basis. So I'm going to pass it back over to Jasmar as we get started with our meditation.
All right, well, I would like to invite you all now to settle, find a comfortable seated position. You don't need to be, yes, exactly. If you're tired for being cross-legged, you don't have to do that. You can just straighten your legs or just, kneel, however you feel that it's best for you right now, okay? Remember, we want our bodies to feel relaxed and to be in the ease of a moment. We don't want to create any stress extra, right, than the one that we are carrying already. So take a couple of minutes there to just settle yourself. Maybe taking a couple of deep inhales through the nose and sighting it out through the mouth, slowly. Releasing the tensions from the week. And inviting the intention of gratitude and thankfulness into this moment. Breathing in deeply and slowly letting the air out. I mentioned the sand band-aid that we like to use often during our days and our lives. And that's something that I believe we have all gone through. But the more you immerse yourself in the practice of mindfulness meditation, the more you'll see how judgment disappears, and we begin to welcome acceptance, patience, forgiveness. We begin to see our lives and our surroundings with equanimity, with kindness and compassion. I would like you to bring your focus attention into your heart center. You may want to bring the palms of your hands into your chest just to feel your unique rhythm, your heartbeat. Just connecting with today's intention, gratitude. As we keep breathing in and breathing out, sense in your heart with each breath you take. Sending gratitude to your heart for every heartbeat. As it keeps us alive. Help our blood keep flowing through our body. Breathing in. I am aware I am breathing in. Breathing out. I am aware I am breathing out. And I'm present within me at this moment. Allowing your arms to rest on your thighs now. And inviting your loving awareness to the crown of your head. Slowly inviting the breath down into your forehead and eyes. Softening the muscles around your eyes. Slowly bringing that sense of love and awareness down into the cheekbones, the nose, sensing the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Unclenching your jaw. Inviting your tongue to rest. Releasing and relaxing the muscles on your face. As we keep bringing our awareness down towards our neck, slowly letting it rain down towards our shoulders and arms. And spread it out all the way down to our fingertips. If the mind wanders, just come back to the breath. And maybe focus your attention on the tip of your nose to come back into the stillness of this moment. As we allow our loving awareness to go down towards our chest and upper back, slowly down to our mid-body, our stomach, and our mid-back. Inviting the air to keep moving down towards our lower back and our hips. Breathing in, breathing out, as we allow our focused attention come down to the base of our spine. Here, we're going to focus a little bit on that area in our body, our tailbone. As we visualize a beautiful golden light at the base of our spine. Breathing in, inviting oxygen to cleanse your body. Breathing out, releasing and letting go as we surrender into this beautiful moment. Visualize that beautiful bright light expanding with each breath you take. And growing bigger and wider. Creating a big orb of bright golden light that covers you completely and connect with the people in front of you and next to you and behind you. As we create this beautiful moment of togetherness and gratitude. I would like you to bring into your mind somebody you're truly grateful for. I would like you to think of this person. Sometimes we have, I believe, angels sent from above. The divine send us messengers, send us angels to be part of our lives. Let's take this moment to show gratitude and send some love and compassion to that person. As we repeat in our minds, may they be safe. May they be peaceful. May they be healthy. May they flow with ease in this journey of life. Breathing in and breathing out. May they be safe. May they be peaceful. May they be healthy. May they flow with ease in this journey of life. As we are protected in this beautiful golden light we're spreading all around us, let's take this moment to invite some gratitude towards ourselves. As we send some love and compassion, love and kindness for our body as a whole, emotionally, spiritually, mentally and physically. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I be healthy. May I flow with ease in this journey of life. Let just those well wishes we're sending to ourselves be a way of appreciation for all that our body does for us. Even when we feel at our worst, we should keep in mind we are spirits experiencing this life in this physical body. And our bodies are a temple. May I be safe. May I be at peace. May I be healthy. May I flow with ease in this journey of life. Invite this beautiful life force energy to cleanse you and bathe you. From the crown of your head, down to the tip of your toes. Noticing the sensations in your body, the discomforts. And knowing that it's okay. It's in the discomfort places within our bodies. And in the difficulties that we find resilience and peace. I am grateful for who I am. I show gratitude to my body. And I am healing. Breathing in. Breathing out. And I'll let you breathe by yourself for a couple of minutes. Keep breathing in. And listen. Breathing in into the stillness of this beautiful moment we're sharing together. Breathing out, letting it all go. Knowing that whatever is going on in your life at this moment shall pass. We come together showing gratitude for this moment of togetherness, of connection, of beautiful energy networking. Taking a deep, deep inhale and making that exhale long and slower. Repeating that one more time. Inhale deeply, exhale long and slow. As we begin to invite our loving awareness back into the room, maybe wiggling the toes, stretching a little bit. And whenever you're ready, opening your eyes and smiling into this beautiful and wonderful moment. did it. We conclude our practice. That's always something. I would like us to, since we've been sitting for a little bit now, I would like us to stand so we can maybe practice a little bit of standing meditation, but not a long one. Just you can stand right next to your cushion in front of it. It doesn't matter. We're not going to move or anything. I just would like you to just stand here. I know your legs must be a little numb and all that. So let's just do a couple of ankle rolls there, here and there. Changing our sides, right? Because we have two sides. And let's just try to see if we can slowly sway from side to side. Slowly. Bending your knees and just moving however your body wants to move right now. Just giving your body what it needs after being sitting for an hour and almost 10 minutes. Maybe rolling your shoulders up and back a couple of times. And taking a deep inhale, letting your arms rest on your sides. So we just take a couple of breaths here. Just stand firm, planting your four corners of the feet good on the floor. Just sensing that groundness. Maybe closing your eyes and letting your arms rest on the side. Like mountain pose. Standing tall and still. You can close your eyes, you can gaze forward, you can gaze down. Just inviting the air, the energy of the earth. Come up towards our body, from the soles of our feet, creating an imaginary straight line all the way up to the crown of our head. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. We're going to take 3 more deep inhales here and exhales. You can sigh it out of your mouth if you want. 2 more. Last one. Let's shake those arms as we conclude our practice for today. Well, before we share experience or anything, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for practicing today with me and with all of us, and to the people watching us on YouTube as well. Remember to think happy thoughts, speak kind words, and always have a grateful heart. Thank you all. Well, let's see. We talk already, right? So I'm not going to go around. I'm going to pass the microphone, okay? Sean, don't hide. Okay, you're forgiven. Well, I don't want to start with Rachel, but I'm going to start with Rachel. So you're going to pass that line. Yes, and we can sit if you want to. Again, you can start stay standing. It's gonna be up to you. How was your practice today? What do you think of it?
I mean, I've been meditating for probably about a year now myself,
Yeah.
so it's done a lot for me as far as just being able to keep myself centered, grounded, calm. The pain that I used to have is minimal compared to what it is now. So it's much better. I'm able to handle stress better. Able to handle life a lot easier. So it just helps to be mindful. I just found it very helpful. Today was very nice.
Your turn, Paula. How was practice for you today?
It was good. It was very peaceful and relaxing. And whenever I do meditate, sometimes I will have like my brain will start to panic because it'll be like, oh no, I can't breathe, or like I'm not getting enough oxygen. So it's kind of interesting fighting that. But eventually, once I do get past it, I can kind of like relax and calm down. So that's always nice.
Heard anyone say that before? When I first started, I had that same thing.
Really?
Catch my breath.
Yeah.
How was today's practice for you?
Good.
Good. Perfectly fine. You keep passing the microphone.
Well, I missed everybody, first of all. 'Cause we had a busy summer, but I missed coming back, and it feels good to be back. And I want to add to something that Dr. Trent said earlier. When I started my journey with RA, I had a different doctor, a rheumatologist, and when I started with medication, he said, you're going to be on this all your life, and eventually you're going to increase, and you're never going to get rid of it. And then I met Dr. Tran, and it feels like there's hope. And I'm hoping to get rid of my medication, hopefully. And I'm very blessed that I'm here and I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Tran and meet everybody here. So thank you.
How can I forget Sean?
Just happy to be around everyone here. It's really good energy, and the meditation was pretty awesome. I could feel my vibration, and then especially when we stood up, and
I saw you giggling. I was like, he's feeling that.
I pressed it twice. I don't know if it's working. It's green. Yep. And so like this week's been like a ball of emotions, like everything I've ever felt, good or bad, every emotion that I've ever experienced. So, and it just keeps coming, and I can't wait till it's over, because I trying to get things done and I can't, because it comes and goes.
Gotta keep going
Yeah.
and resting also.
Mm.
Yes.
Thank you to everyone that helped me along the way and continues to help me. Because I guess the only way I can show gratitude is to keep doing what I'm doing, even if I have to do it all day. So that's pretty much where I'm at. So, but I would, to choose between the two lives, I'd rather be living this way. I'm having a lot more fun this way.
That's great.
So, thank you.
For coming here, for being present, for learning, and for sharing your story with us.
The difference is so tremendous.
I know.
I haven't been able to attend much. This has been the hardest year of my life. And just all over your body.
You can feel it too.
I mean, you just looked like you hurt so bad, and we all understand, man, I don't even know what you were experiencing, because it looked worse than anything I've ever had to deal with. I've had some significant pain. And to come in and see you now, I mean, you just look more comfortable. Your skin, it's not as red, you know? I used to have red all over too. It's just amazing to see that turnaround. So keep doing what you're doing. You're inspiring the heck out of me. I know I've asked her a million questions now. Exactly what is he doing?
You're doing a lot, trust me.
Because, what was it? Like, yesterday I injured my lower back, and it was kind of the same thing where it happened the first time. Like a warning shot.
Yep.
And it kind of scared me, and I thought, am I going to go through this again? So I just kind of calmed down and started doing a bunch of ice baths. I made it, once I knew I got through the first round of yoga, I was going to be okay. But I would have quit a long time ago. I wouldn't even thought to do that. I would have went for something else. That would have been my first choice. To sit there and go, okay, try and do this and see if it works. Give this a shot. And I just took it as a test that I'm going to be able to take everything everyone's taught me along the way and apply it and make it work, because it will.
Toolbox
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Not let that overwhelming pain take over. You know, that panic that sets in.
Yeah.
It's bad. Stop it.
Our conscious.
Settle it down. It's amazing every time that works.
It's because we have a vision of ourselves that we see that is perfection, and we're not it. And you don't. It's hard. It's so hard to attain that goal that you start doubting yourself, and then the doubts creep in your consciousness, and then you cause your own pain. No. No.
The ones that are close by won't let.
I got some pretty good watchdogs.
They'll hunt you down.
Yep, yep.
If you think people aren't watching, they're watching.
Yes. Well, it's Rebecca's job, yes.
I'm afraid I'm going to take too much time too, but I just have to thank Dr. Tran because, and I'm going to need tissues. I've been sick since I've been sick since a teenager, and it kind of came and went. As I got older, it came more than went. And I used to go to doctors with a long list of issues that I had, and they wouldn't even look at it. They'd be like, oh, okay, hand it back, do blood work, and just be like, your blood work's fine, you're fine. And I'm like, I knew I wasn't fine. I was stuck in bed for like a year and a half to 2 years. And I posted on Facebook, I'm like, here's my symptoms, I need help. I didn't do that before, and somebody recommended you. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it, because I'm kind of at the end here of what to do, because I couldn't get a doctor to listen. Even at the last primary care physician before I met you, Dr. Tran, I was crying in the room because I just couldn't get help. And you could tell the doctor was like, I don't know what to do. And so when I went there, like I said, I was sick for a year and a half, and I wanted my husband to come with me for the results of the test because I thought I was going to get that "you're fine" again. And I was scared because I knew I wasn't fine. And when I went, I found out I wasn't crazy and I wasn't lazy.
Yes.
Yeah. And it wasn't all in my head, you know, because when you have, I went from doctor to doctor to doctor. And I was even diagnosed from a hospital because I went to the hospital in so much pain. And they said I had fibromyalgia. Well, with that diagnosis, you're not going to get a rheumatologist to see you. You won't. Yeah. And so when I found out you were taking and stuff like that, but I just have to thank you, Dr. Tran, because you listened to the symptoms. Doctors don't do that. They just look at the blood. You listen to the symptoms. You ran different tests than they did. And like I said, when I got a diagnosis, it was hard to take. Don't get me wrong. It's so hard to take a diagnosis because you still feel crazy. You still feel lazy. And I just can't thank you enough. And then this, when I got invited to this, I mean, my daughter genetically now has been passed down the same issue. Woohoo! But when we got invited to this, I felt so special, you know, and we came and you helped me, you know, it's like counseling. I swear, every time I come here, it's like counseling. And, you know, I used to take my stress and bottle it up and in my mind put it in a container. And she was like, no, you can't do that. That's unhealthy. You have to feel it and be mindful of it. And it was hard to do that. And I had so much stress at work that I'm like, what do I do? Because I don't have time to meditate. And they gave me great advice on that too, about how to handle that. And now when I'm at work and I get stressed and overwhelmed, I take a moment to breathe. And I had one of my vets recently went to the manager and said how good I was doing. And man, that meant a lot to me. So my mind, I'm ADHD, I can't think what I was going to say. But I think my family can see a difference, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they can see a difference. And, you know, again, I was stuck in bed for a year and a half. I couldn't even go outside in my backyard. That seemed like so much work, which seemed so stupid. You know, like, how can I not get out of bed and go in my backyard? It's like right there. And I couldn't. I didn't feel good enough. And, you know, people don't understand always. And the first time I was able to go out and sit in the backyard, it was so special to me because I couldn't do that. I couldn't vacation. When you said that,
I had to buy a scooter. I'm flying with a little scooter, but that's okay.
yeah.
Put stickers on it. It's cool.
Yeah. I just, because you know, beds hurt and everything hurt. And
Have fun
when you're miserable. Yeah, and then when you do go out to the family with somewhere, like we went to Disney, oh my God, never again. But anyway, so much walking, and I got sick. I had a fever of like 103. Whenever I get sick, I'm rarely moody. Right? So, also, when I started going to you, I had a cough. Not as bad as you, but I had a cough continuously, like an upper respiratory infection kind of cough. And I saw a lung specialist, and they're like, "You're fine. You know, I had the CAT scan. You're fine." Saying it makes me want to cough. Even when I started here, I had a cough, and I would apologize. I'm like, "I have a cough. I'm sorry," because I kept coughing. Yeah. Yes, because I felt like it was interrupting the session, but now I go, it's gone. Yeah, unless I think about it, then I'm like, and my face was so red that I felt like it looked like I was an alcoholic or something because my nose was just, and I had a rash on my face. I'm like, it had to be ringworm. And she's like, no, it's not. And after some medications, you know, I got better. But when I came here, my inflammation numbers went way down. And I'm in the mild. I was in the high, and now I'm in the mild. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing this how long? Since February. Yeah, and just in that time, it's just helped me so much. And God, I keep forgetting what I wanted to say because it's just, I did, well, yes, it's, yeah. Yeah. I'm not always the best at just sitting there and doing it. I'm able to do it sometimes, but stress is what always made me sick. I know it. And when I was able to start managing my stress by, one, accepting the thoughts that I had, and that's the hardest part. But yeah, I'm cough free. I'm off one of my medications. So yeah, I'm off one of them because I was on 3 autoimmune medications. I'm off one, and I just hope to keep going down. So I'm just really excited, and I just can't thank you enough. I really can't thank you enough. I'm sorry. That's terrifying, but but I do like helping other people, so we'll talk about that later. Well, I forgot him. I forgot all about my husband. That's all. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Understand.
That's
Oh, yeah.
he has to cook every dinner.
Yes, yeah, we put them through.
Oh my gosh.
I said, why did you even,
Love me.
you didn't even look me in the eye some days, and he says, I just know that's not you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, because
You're not my husband, but you've got real similar.
yeah, he
Good guy.
works full time at it. Yeah. He works full time at a very, very stressful job and had to start cooking all the dinners because before I used to cook. And he was a horrible cook at first, but now he's really good. Yeah. And now I don't want to take over cooking again because he's so good. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they just help you in so much. And when you're sick, you're just he used another word, but so cranky.
Yeah.
And so I took it out on him and my kids and anything else around me. And he still loves me. And we've been married 23 years. It'll be 24,
Yep.
right?
In another month, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 20.
24.
It'll be
believe it or not.
24 years, and we still like each other. So,
Well, I'm gonna speak from more of a point of view of I haven't been diagnosed. I can't say I don't have it, but I haven't been diagnosed. I don't have any of the signs that she has exhibited. But I can say from an outsider's point of view, it is difficult to understand what anybody goes through when they have this. We just, from the outside point of view, you're looking in at a person and all you can see is what is working, what is not working, and we start process of elimination. And it's tough for anybody that doesn't understand the difficulties and see it day to day. And I think it's unfortunate that out in the normal world, if you talk to somebody and whenever Rebecca tells somebody she has all the different things she's got going on, the other person can't really receive it. They just don't understand it because they don't live it. And now that I've been living it, we've been married for 23 years, going on 24 year, we've really gone through a lot of ups and downs. We have tried several things and we are seeing a real benefit to a lot of the medicine she's taking and being able to get back to enjoying life. There has been, like she had mentioned, there was a vacation that she just didn't feel that she could go through the physical duration. We were going to go camping and it was going to be a little bit more extensive because we were going to deal with heat, swings and in a tent. And when she was younger, she was able to tough it out, but she would still get exhausted. And we got to a point where we started having to modify our lives to deal with this in a way that allows her to still enjoy life. And that's tough for a person that doesn't have that same kind of feelings. It was tough for me to really understand that. For a long time, I really gave her a hard time about, hey, you gotta, come on, give it a little more energy, and not understanding.
just come on.
And
get
so,
out of it, just do it.
Acceptance that you're showing right
yeah,
now
so,
of that situation that you guys have been living, that's huge.
it really has.
Yes.
It was a huge thing for me to submit really to the fact that there's a bigger challenge than what we really put credit towards.
Yeah.
And what I say me being the general public, because I see a lot of people out there and I talk now more openly about the situation we have and things, the goods and bads. And there's a lot of people, you look at them and you talk to them and you understand real quick, they just don't they don't have the concept. It's not that they can't understand it because they have the capacity to understand it. It's just they haven't lived it. And when you live it, that's when you have, your compassion changes a little bit, and you can see, okay, this person might be going through a tougher time. Maybe it's because of, now I start watching the weather, because weather affects her, and I absolutely have seen that. We've seen that when it's overcast and the barometric pressure drops, and we see a negative impact on her health, so we prepare for it. And so if you can recognize and foresee, okay, hey, this might be a challenge, let's prepare for this. Let's not put a full scheduled day of, even if we are going to go out of town, we've been blessed enough to be able to put ourselves in a situation where, okay, we're going to do an activity in the morning, we're going to limit that activity for a couple hours, and understand that we're going to go home or go back to wherever it is, and we're just going to chill out for the rest of the day. And we're going to enjoy that a lot better than if we were go, 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 and then at the end of the day, we just start screaming at each other, and we just have bad attitudes. So from a point of view that if anybody sees this online or hears about it, it is difficult to get over that hurdle. But once you get over that hurdle and you start rearranging, and basically, I wouldn't say accommodate it, but understand how to deal with it, you'll live a much happier life. And I think you can get a lot more support that way. So thank you for this group. Thank you for allowing my daughter to be able to get into this earlier than what my wife ever did. She's going to see a lot more benefits to this than at an early age, which is, I hope that allows her to progress on a different lifestyle path than what she would have otherwise had. So this has been really, really beneficial. So thank you.
And you forgot to mention that camping trip they did to Florida. I wasn't able to go. So I had to stay home, and my family went to Florida, and his dad ended up going with him.
Yep.
But I had to stay home because I couldn't go.
And now we've changed that, so now she can go.
Yeah, well, he never understood because I function differently than him. Like, I get up, I do something, then I rest. Then I get up and I'll do something else. And I'll do that throughout the whole day. And he's a get up in the early morning, get it done, so he has the rest of the day. And he never understood before why I was doing it, and then I had to rest, and then doing it and had to rest. So, thank you.
So I think I've been a patient for 3 years, maybe. And I was here a year ago, and I don't know why I've been resistant, but Dr. Tran keeps coming. Gentle reminders. No, I know. And but I had a summer like that. We had a visitor staying with us for a little better than 2 months, and I found myself staying home because I couldn't keep up. And then she practically had to drag me off a dune or up a thing, because everything had just kind of come to a head, I guess. And so I'm back and putting in the effort, and yeah, so here I am.
Happy to see you again.
I'm Lori, and I just got here, so I missed the whole session. But I can tell it was pretty special. I'm really good friends with Diane, and she just called and said, hey, do you want to join us? I have a background in energy work, and I don't have autoimmune, but I have my own issues with my back, and so I've been in some of the same kinds of situations, and had to do my own healing and working and all of that stuff. So I can feel some of your pain. But anyway, thank you for letting me join you. Mhm.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is my first time here. I'm super grateful to be here and just be in the space of like-minded people. I mean, usually I've been very holistic and around naturopaths growing up, but it's always just been me. So it's really good to have a lot of people to do this, and thank you, Amy, for inviting me. I personally haven't had a lot of physical issues or illnesses or injuries, so it's just really inspiring to see other people that do have this, and just how the holistic way changes that so quickly as opposed to the traditional way. It's like pharma is not the way. And I'm super grateful for the people that take that leap of faith with these people and can show them that there's a better way.
Hopefully none of that can affect someone you love or work with.
Or might prevent something.
Yes, absolutely.
Knows how you would feel.
Absolutely.
You love talking, don't you?
Not so much.
I know.
So for myself, just a friend of Dr. Trin for about 14 years maybe. So just like anything she does is like helping people. I really, yeah. And then just seeing her helping other like, I just want to follow her footsteps, but I cannot do much. I'm just being here supporting her. I do something else. I mean, but I'm learning a lot from the center, and I'm not really good about meditation, like sitting all the time every night or something, but I do throughout the day thing. I've learned so much, like can keep me on the ground, like just like I'm learning from the center, then changing. Then I mean I learned a little bit from the Buddhism, but I'm not really practicing until I'm here. So I didn't see no improvement of how I'm thinking and dealing with daily life. And I'm seeing life changing here, so I'm really appreciative what she's doing here. Always support me. Thank you.
Oh,
Right? I don't. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. No, with my glasses down, I can see who's sitting over there. So Pat, thank you for coming. Yeah. So we don't. Oh, I don't know when you came, but we are just about at the end of the first session. But yeah. And thank you for coming, and thank you for joining us. Again, thank you to every one of you, because Nirodha Center will not be Nirodha without you. And when you see life-changing experiences like this, when you go out in the world and you see a person who needs help, recommend this as one of the tools. There are many other tools, but I think this is a very healthy way to help people. So thank you, and I hope going into the next year, Nirodha will be able to do a lot more. Now people don't have to come every single week, right? So if you see somebody who really needs help, this is all free. They don't have to pay anything to come here and learn and be with us and practice. They can come a few sessions and then they got it, right? Because I think with Rebecca, last year when I recommended it, she said, no, it's not for me. I have ADHD. I won't be able to sit there and do it. No. 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 But, you know, for the people who say no, please don't give up on them. You know, keep gently nudging them. But, you know, I'm glad Rebecca came. But Rebecca and Carla learned pretty quick. I think within 3 months, we see improvement in their condition already. So, well, thank you, and I hope we will enjoy the rest of the day. We'll do some yoga, we'll do some more meditations this afternoon. So, yeah, please take a break and see you later.